We're gonna be making hot soulful amapiano like Kelvin, Momo and Stixx. And guys, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you cannot miss out on any of my hottest upcoming videos. Okay, let's get right into today's hot amapiano tutorial. Okay guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna put our BPM on 112. Just gonna drag it down until it hits 112, and the milliseconds don't actually matter. I'm just gonna put that on 1. Then we're gonna start by inserting our first shaker loop. I'm gonna use this shaker loop over here because it sounds nice and soulful. So this is what we're gonna have. Amazing shaker loop over here. So what I'm actually gonna do now is that I'm gonna drag another drum loop or something like that. Amazing. So we're gonna drag that right there just like this. Amazing guys. Once I've done that guys, I'm just gonna quickly zoom in to the end of my shaker loop, and basically you're just gonna find things that are not aligning with your beat, that are gonna make your beat glitch a little bit or not make it to like revolve backwards on time. So you're just gonna quickly cut those last parts over there so that your beat can be really smooth when it comes to transitioning, just like this. Amazing guys. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna go ahead and find the kick. Let's find an amazing kick over here. I'm just gonna drop it like that. And what I'm actually gonna do to the kick is that I'm gonna go up here, do that, and then go to pattern 1, drag it, put it over there. Amazing kick we have over here. So I'm gonna make it loop around this section. Amazing kicks we have over here. So what I'm actually gonna do to my kicks is that I'm gonna click them, go in here, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna just copy them over here, just select them by using this round thing, and then I'm just gonna click Control B, Control B, Control B, just like that, to duplicate them till they reach the 4th bar. Then this is what we have. Amazing guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna drag them and then make sure they're equivalent. Everything sounds really good right now. Let's go ahead and add in an amazing string over here. What I'm thinking about is adding in a sonor string. Let's go ahead and do that. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click this plus button over here. We're gonna go to Purity, since Purity has the best amapiano sounds like never before. We're gonna go to preset, and then we're gonna go into the slow synth, where we're gonna find our sonor string over here. Amazing sonor string over there guys. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna right click, then go in here, and then we can start adding in our string. Amazing sonor string over here. It's a little bit too loud, so what I'm actually going to do is that I'm going to click the X button, lower its volume over here, because we don't need it overpowering our drums. We need it to be smooth, since I'm making a soulful hot amapiano beat over here. Amazing guys, everything sounds spectacular already. What I'm actually gonna do now is that I'm gonna go ahead and add in some amazing strings or something like a guitar, cause it's gonna make the beat amazing and unique. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna press the plus button for this, and this time guys I'm gonna go into the flex, since flex has amazing guitars guys. And then what I'm gonna actually do is that I'm gonna go to the general MIDI library, and then the 12-string guitar is an amazing guitar to make a hot soulful amapiano beat guys, like Kelvin, Momo or Stixx. So let's go ahead and do something amazing with this. Okay. Amazing guys. And then let's let's listen to that. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna cut the last parts over here, click delete. Then we're gonna lower the volume of these flex guitars. Then this is what we have, which is amazing. Amazing guys. Really hot. So what I'm actually gonna do now to my amazing guitars over here is that I'm gonna double them by actually double layering them, which is a spectacular technique that a lot of big amapiano producers use. So what I'm actually gonna do now is that I'm gonna go back into flex. We're gonna select flex over here just like this, and then what I'm actually gonna do now into flex is that I'm gonna go into the MIDI library, and then I'm gonna select something amazing again. Let's see what we can do over here. Okay, that's too loud, so we're gonna need something like a detune. Okay. This one sounds really nice. These two sound really nice, so I'm just gonna choose this one. And then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click the X button over here since we've chose that. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna right click my first flex, and then I'm gonna click copy, and then I'm gonna click my second flex, and then I'm gonna click paste. So what it's gonna do right now is that it's gonna take everything that I did in here, and then it's gonna paste it on my second flex over here with different instruments. That's called doubling instruments over there guys, which is an amazing technique. So this is how my second guitar sounds like. And then if I can play them both, they'll sound really amazing. Really hot over here guys. Very nice, guys. Everything sounds really awesome right now. So what I'm gonna quickly do is that I'm gonna master these guitars over here so they can sound really realistic. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna drag my mouse over here and put this on 5. Let's quickly remove all of these things over there, and then what I'm quickly gonna do is that I'm gonna right click here and then click solo so that everything can play while we quickly master our amazing guitar. So I'm gonna click this section, go to number 5 where we put our guitar, and then we're gonna start adding in some amazing plugins from here. We're gonna start with an EQ to remove the bass. Let's click this section. We don't need the bass, so I'm just gonna put it until it hits a little bit of the 100. We're gonna click again, and then we're gonna quickly add in a fruity chorus next, and then this is what everything's gonna sound like. Amazing over here. And then I'm gonna lower the stereo just like that, guys. And I could also lower it over here too, but we can let it go. It sounds really nice so far. Just like that, guys. I like it that way. So let's quickly go into slot 3 and add in a fruity convolver over here. And then what we're gonna do to our fruity convolver is that we're gonna lower the wet volume over here just like that. Just like that, guys. And this is what we're gonna have. Amazing, guys. Everything sounds really hot over here with our new mastering. Absolutely amazing, guys. Let's quickly go ahead and add in more instrument to make this beat sound really spectacular and amazing. So I'm quickly gonna go and press the plus button while we play the beat. Let me lower the volume. So I'm quickly gonna press the plus button over here, and then we're gonna go to the reflex nexus this time to find amazing stuff in there. Let's go into the purple juice over here. Okay. Let's listen to what this sounds like. Amazing chart over here. So what I'm quickly gonna do to this chart is that I'm actually gonna layer my guitars over here with the chart again by just right clicking, saying copy, and then I'm gonna paste the chart in here in the reflex nexus, which it's gonna sound like this. Amazing over here. And what I'm quickly gonna do is that I'm gonna click control and then the up button over here, and then it's gonna move everything to the higher note, and then this is what we're gonna have. Amazing charts over here, soulful charts over there, guys. So right now we are done with our guitar, and everything will sound like this. Actually, the guitar parts, amazing, guys, and futuristic. And if we can play everything all in all with the drums and everything, this is what everything is gonna sound like. Amazing, guys. Everything sounds really hot right now. So it's time to go ahead and add in our bass leads right now so that our beat can sound really amazing. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna press the plus button, and then we're gonna go to the morphine plugin over here. And then what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna find an amazing bass lead in here. So I'm quickly gonna go into the bass. Let's just drag this thing up here, and then we're gonna find something called bass. And then in here, guys, you can find amazing bass instruments that we can use to layer in our beat. So let's quickly go ahead and find a nice bass in here. I'm just gonna quickly go around. Let me play the beat while we do that. Let's quickly go into leads. Okay. Nice, guys. This one is perfect over here. I like the lead fat MC over here. Let's quickly do something amazing with it. So I'm gonna lower its volume over here, and then we're gonna go into piano roll, and let's coax something fire with this, guys. Amazing, guys. This sounds really amazing. Lower its volume a little bit, and what I'm actually gonna do over here is that I'm gonna, when everything is selected over here, I'm just gonna click Ctrl G over here, and what's gonna happen, it's gonna give me my second pattern over here, pattern 2, which is what we want. We're gonna delete pattern 1 just like that. And then what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna go inside my morphine bass leads over here, and then we're gonna edit them. Amazing, guys. Let's master our morphine bass over here so it can sound really amazing and crisp with high quality. So what we're gonna do is just that we're gonna make things really simple. I'm just gonna take it to the first plugin over here, first insert, and then let's let the guitars play while we master our morphine bass. I'm gonna use the Fruity Paramedic EQ to do this. So I'm just gonna increase this sound over here. We're gonna drop the 5, and we're also gonna drop the 6 over here. We don't want these sounds over here because they can be a little bit distracting. Nicely done, guys. I think our bass lead sounds amazing right now. From this to this. Nice, guys. We've fully mastered the fatty bass lead over there, and then everything will sound like this. Okay, let me just do the solo and then unsolo. Amazing, guys. Let's quickly move on to our next instrument over here. So my next instrument will be the morphine again. So I'm quickly gonna click the plus button over here, and then we're gonna go to morphine, and then we're gonna go in here, and then we're gonna go into the bass this time. We will need something that has bass this time to boost my lead, because a lead is not a bass, guys. A lead is something that simulates a bass, but it's not a bass. So I'm gonna use a real bass right now. I think this one is perfect over here. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm just gonna copy what I did to the morphine, copy, and then I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna right click my second morphine over here and paste, and then we're gonna have this. Let me just play it for you guys here in solo. And then once I combine them with my morphine, they're gonna sound really amazing, guys. They sound really hot right now. So what I'm quickly gonna do, since we're done with our bass and everything, I'm just gonna unsolo everything so we can listen to what we're actually doing, which is really amazing. I'm just gonna quickly lower other instruments here. And then I'm gonna increase this. Nice, guys. This beat is really fire right now. I think it's time for us to add in our hot, amazing, soulful amapiano log drums right now, which I'm really excited for that. Let's quickly go ahead and do that, guys. Let's make sure that our log drums hit really hard and make sure that they are amazing. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna increase the volume as it was, and then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click here, and then we're gonna click the plus button. We're gonna go to the Fruity DX10. This is where the log drums are found, guys. And then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go into the log drum preset over here, nice and simple. And then what I'm gonna do to the log drums is that I'm just gonna go in here, the toolbox section, go in here, and then I'm gonna increase the volume. Okay, not too much though, let's just put it here. And then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go in here, and then I'm gonna remove the fruity limiter over here, just like that. And then after we did that, guys, it's time for us to start making our amazing log drums over here. So I'm quickly gonna go inside of them, and let's cook something amazing with these log drums, guys. Let's make something spectacular. Okay. Nicely done, guys. The log drums sound really fire, but it's time to level them up and make them sound really cool and hot. So what I'm actually gonna do now is that I'm just gonna turn off this guitar over here, and then I'm gonna turn off the second guitar over here, and I'm just gonna leave the reflex nexus. Just like that, guys. And what I'm actually gonna do is that I'm gonna go in here, just take this shaker 14 so that when the log drums hit, a new shaker goes in and then things become really hot. So I'm just gonna go to the length, just gonna desize my shaker just like that. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna right click my shaker 14 and then just fill each 2 steps just like that. And then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna play it. Amazing, guys. This sounds really amazing. And then what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna go to my log drums. Nice, guys. This beat is really soulful at this moment. So what I'm actually gonna do now is that I'm gonna start packing the beat so that we can make it a full song and see what we've actually cooked today, which is really amazing. So I'm just gonna right click this pattern over here, and then I'm gonna say split by channel. It's gonna split everything. We're gonna delete this over here, and then once we've deleted that, we're gonna start now putting in our amazing things over here. So I'm just gonna select my kick and everything just like this, and then I'm gonna paste them here, and then we're just gonna unmute what we've muted over here, and then this is what our beat's gonna sound like in the start. I'm gonna select this, just keep copying it like that. I'm gonna take these, put them here so our beat can start escalating from there. I'm gonna increase this. I'm gonna go to the reflex next. Let's just lower their volume. Nice, guys. Then what I'm gonna do here is that I'm just gonna then this is where the log drums are gonna come in and the shaker. So we're just gonna put them here, select them, and then click Control B to make sure that they hit at the other side. Amazing, guys. We can also remove this here so we can make it a little bit stylish. And then once it gets in this side, and then right now we can go and find some amazing FXs over here. So I'm just gonna find another sample pack over here that has amazing samples. Let's use this FX over here. Amazing, guys. Let me put them properly. Okay, we're gonna remove that from there. Amazing soulful amapiano beat we've created over here. Really, really fire. I'm just gonna cut here and then let's put this over here, increase its volume. Amazing, guys. We're gonna lower this thing's volume. Amazing, guys. This beat really hits hard. Let's see what we have in here again. Amazing amapiano beat we've just made. This is really, really hard. Nicely done, guys. That's how to make a hot soulful amapiano beat like Kelvin, Momo and stixx right here on FL Studio for beginners. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's hot amapiano tutorial. Make sure that you don't forget to hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button so that you cannot miss out on any of my hottest upcoming tutorials that I'm gonna be releasing next, guys, because I'm gonna be releasing the hottest and the most amazing tutorials like never before, guys. peace. See you on the next hot amapiano tutorial.